You know, we were talking about hair before we had that fellow with the long hair. Yours is on the... What happened over here now, by George? Somebody's a little upset out to my left. How long has it been since you chopped your hair back a bit?
I don't know.
Long hair seems to be the thing with men and women this year, and you'll notice that these two gentlemen have the English cut, of course, and that isn't roast beef, but it's haircut in this case. Incidentally, they just got back from traveling. I think they told me 7,000 or 8,000 miles across the country with a good friend, Johnny Rivers. Chad got married along the way. Oh, no. Beautiful gal. Very, very pretty gal. Please warmly greet two English friends, Chad and Jeremy.
Green along the stream that runs to sea. Listen to my plea. Listen, willow, and weep for me. Gone my lover's dream, lovely summer's dream. Gone and left me here to weep my tears into the stream. Sad as I can be, hear me, willow, and weep for me. Whisper to the wind and say that love has sinned. My heart a-breaking and making a moan. Murmur to the night to hide the starry light, so none will find me sighing and crying all alone. Weeping willow tree, weeping sympathy, bend your branches down along the ground and cover me. When the shadows fall, bend, oh willow, and weep for me.
That is a bit of all right, gentlemen. Nice to welcome you. Thank you so much to have you here. You know, Mr. Clark, oh boy, that's a sure sign. How was the tour? Did you see much of the country?
Amazing. We were just English tourists. We saw everything.
Did you take pictures?
Got paid too.
No, actually. Well, as a matter of fact, I slept through most of it, so all I saw was the back of Chad's head, you know, that's sort of inside a motel room.
He's a bit for the nightlife, is Jeremy.
How do you like life on the bus?
Oh, it's a bit grim.
It's a very bit grim. We put beds in our buses when we got for the 10-week
you
tour.
have the right idea.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, you're
now,
right.
Do you have time, not at this moment, but a little bit later, to do autographs?
Sure.
I'll tell you what, I would like to introduce Bobby for a second and bring you back for an encore. All right? Bob, will you get the boys settled in the corner? We'll catch you again. Do not run away. Just follow the man with the blue shirt, fellas. Make yourselves at home. They shall return. Hey! All righty-do. It's special guest time on American Bandstand and Two Shakes of a Lamb's Tail. We'll remind you by any chance, if anybody should up and ask you, that you are watching the new AB65, and this particular portion of the program is brought to you by an old friend. Certs, the breath mint, Certs, the candy mint, 2 mints in 1 Certs, and by Clearasil, the scientific medication for skin blemishes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Mr. Jimmy Boyd. James, welcome.
Hi, Dick. Thank you.
Did I ever interview you when you were a child?
I think you did when I come to Philadelphia, when I was about 11 years old.
Yeah, this scares me because he did a thing called I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, and he's grown since then, as you can see. How many series have you been in?
About 3 or 4 now. I seem to cancel them. I don't know what it is.
No, not that. He's been in many successful series, but there is one question. In between working And I'm going to put it in the crudest possible way. What goes through the heart of an out-of-work actor?
Well, mainly, where are you going to eat next?
Is it that rough sometimes?
Well, it all depends on what you just come out of. For instance, you do a series like I did, like Bachelor Father, for a while, and you play a kid who's sort of a stumbling, always in everybody's way. Well, when the show is over, it seems like everybody then is looking for a part for you for a stumbling kid. You never seem to grow up.
All right, let's change to the current thing, because he's in one of the biggest hits of the year, a thing called Broadside on ABC here every, is it Sunday night at 8:30?
Sunday night at 8:30.
I got my lines right. Now, from a stumbling kid, what do you play now?
A stumbling grown-up.
No, it's pretty much true, though, isn't it?
Yes, I almost got back into doing the same thing. I play a sailor who accidentally gets assigned to the waves.
That's not bad duty, you know that.
You have to be there.
What is the premise? I talked to Kathy about it one day. Is it something like 10,000 guys for every 4 women or something?
Well, it's sort of an island during the war in the Pacific that has 18,000 men or 1,800 men. I don't remember how many exactly. And they send a little detachment of 5 waves into the island as an experiment. And my name being Marion Botnick, somehow it gets mixed up in the Pentagon, and they send me as a wave.
This has got to be wild. If you haven't seen it, by all means, catch it Sunday nights on ABC. I will turn to the subject at hand, because this is primarily a music show. Are you making records?
Yes, I have a new one. I should have brought it down here, except a very unfortunate thing happened.
They didn't press it.
They didn't make it.
No.
No, we did it, and I was out of town when they put the master on, and they left the violin section off. So if you see 15 violins around town, they're mine.
Well, you'll get it to us by Monday, I trust.
hope so.
What's it called?
It's called All Alone.
Jimmy, we'll look forward to it.
Thank you,
you
Dick.
very much. We'll see you on Broadside in the meantime. Mr. Jimmy Boyd, ladies and gentlemen. I will be seeing you tomorrow, by George. Let's see. Yes, in Beckley, West VA. A little bit late in the afternoon, but I'll be there for 2, and then we'll be hitting Greenville and Chattanooga later on, a week from today and tomorrow on December 5 and 6. You've heard one song from our 2 English friends. This, I think, is one of the prettiest songs ever written, certainly beautifully performed. It's a thing called A Summer Song. Chad Stewart and Jeremy Clyde.
Trees swaying in the summer breeze, showing off their silver leaves as we walked by. Soft kisses on a summer's day, laughing all our cares away, just you and I. Sweet, sleepy, warm of summer nights, gazing at the distant lights in the starry sky. They say that all good things must end someday. Autumn leaves must fall. But don't you know that it hurts me so to say goodbye to you? Wish you didn't have to go. No, 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 no. And when the rain beats against my window pane, I'll think of summer days again and dream of you. They say that all good things must end someday. Autumn leaves must fall. But don't you know that it hurts me so to say goodbye to you? Wish you didn't have to go. No, 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 no. And when the rain beats against my window pane, I'll think of summer days again and dream of you. And dream of you.
bless you. Now, if you'll hold on a second, I'll catch you at the autograph table here in a second. Somebody's been working on my sandwich here. What kind of business? Have you ever seen this thing except at the end of the show? I think this is what they call the crawl. You know, you turn the little switch here and it runs along with the bandstand. It's a Dick Clark thing, directed by Mr. Gallion, produced by him, and so on and so forth, and everybody's name comes up here, Herb and Al and Art and the rest. That's kind of an interesting little gizmo. Someday we're going to have to do the backstage thing again. First, in the meantime, I want to find out who's been eating my sandwich today. I never got to it, and sends a big thing out of here.